What's up, fragrance family? This is Tyler with Simply Fragrances, and today I'm bringing you another fragrance review. And as you can tell from the title, this one comes from none other than the House of Amouage, and this is Beach Hut Man. This one I'm super excited to bring to you guys. If you guys watched my video not too long ago, my top 10 fragrances on my radar for 2021, y'all know that this made the #1 spot. This one, man, it's been driving me crazy. I had a little sample of it. Well, not a sample of it, but I had kind of a rendition of it from Kevin over at Sensual Obsession. Shout out to you, man. And it drove me crazy, and so I actually had to get a full bottle of it. And Justin over at Stay Fresh Productions, he's been hyping it up, and man, I had to get me a bottle. So shout out to Justin over there for putting on my radar, and shout out to Kevin over at Sensual Obsessions for gifting me a little sample of his rendition of it. It was amazing, and now that I have Beach Hut Man, I can say this: it's very close. So good job, Kevin. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. But before we do that, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, hit that red subscribe button. That really helps me out, guys. We are almost at 200 subscribers. Thank you so much, Fragrant family, for getting me this far. I never thought that I would really get this far. Honestly, I don't know what I thought. I mean, my goal was 1,000, so still got a little ways to go, but it's been less than a year, and I'm already at 200, man, or almost 200, 199. Man, thank you guys seriously so much. So if you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the Fragrant family. We are now family. If you guys are old heads, been here a while, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate that. So go ahead, hit the red subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. I just want the honest feedback. Now, before we get into this, you're probably thinking, Tyler, why are you wearing a pineapple beachy type shirt in the middle of winter? Well, I don't have like a Hawaiian shirt, so this was the closest thing that I had. So pineapples, kind of beachy vibe, kind of gets that, beach vibe. So I thought that would be fitting for the Beach Hut Man review. So that's probably why you're wearing it. And it's in the middle of January and you're wearing a pineapple summertime shirt. That's why I did it, in honor of Beach Hut Man. So let's go ahead, get into this. We'll start with the box presentation. Look at this box. Like, this is absolutely stellar. I love this. It looks like driftwood, on the beach, kind of washed up from shore. It's got the different colors in here. It's almost like a kind of like a watercolor rainbow effect, and I absolutely think that is amazing. So go ahead and zoom in up here. You got the Amouage logo, got their little symbol, Beach Hut, name of the fragrance on the sides. Nothing too much. On the back, it does say Amouage Beach Hut Man, 100 ml, 3.4 fluid ounces. Kind of gives you the ingredients here. And what I always check for, guys, I always tell you, look for this. Boom, the shelf life. So this is good for about 2.5 years. On the side, nothing much. On the top and bottom, nothing much going on except for Beach Hut. And then Midnight Flower Collection. So this comes from the Midnight Flower Collection. Now, this is a stellar presentation. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now you can see from the box, the fragrance sits tucked inside just like so. And I absolutely love this presentation. Now, if you've seen my Amouage Jubilation or Amouage Reflection Man video, you know that the boxes sit like this. You pull them up and the fragrance sets to the side. I almost prefer this better just because it's set in there so nice and snugly. You don't really have to worry about it falling out, or if you pick it up wrong, it's still gonna sit in there. So really do enjoy that. So shout out to Amouage for that. So let's go ahead and take this bad boy out of the bottle. You can see how far the indentation is, so it's really secured in there. I'm gonna put this box up. So that was the box presentation for Amouage Beach Hut Man, and it's kind of like, I don't know if it's cardboard, if it's actual wood, but I mean, it's pretty solid. So shout out to Amouage for that. Throw that in the chair over there. Let's go ahead and get into the bottle. All right, I don't know why I said that like that. That was really weird. But the bottle presentation looks like this, and man, oh man, this is stellar, swanky, just amazingness. I haven't said swanky for a while, so that, that used to be my kind of word. But anyways, this is bottle presentation. So you have their logo right up here, and you have what looks to me like, I mean, you kind of got to be careful with what you say stuff on YouTube and stuff, but this almost looks like an Oriental Japanese type riding, but it's actually the Beach Hut house. So I don't know if you can tell that. At first I thought it was just like Japanese or Oriental type calligraphy or something, but it's the Beach Hut. So I thought that was really cool. So I mean, I don't know why I thought that. It kind of has that, you know, Oriental writing kind of vibe. So, but that is none other than the house. Like I said, the logo here, Amouage, and then on the sides here, it says Beach Hut on both sides actually. And then on the bottom, nothing too much going on. You do get your little batch code right here, and then 3.4 fluid ounces, and then boom, 30 months, good for 2.5 years. Here's the cap. Always have the little jewel right there, which I think is just a super awesome touch, and then the crown on top. Really nice little white cap, and this is magnetic. Clicks into place really nice. So really, really, really awesome presentation. So let's go ahead and get into the smell. Get a fresh tester strip. Shout out to my buddy Roz over at the Perfume Gallery for hooking me up with some tester strips. All right, so let's go ahead and show you this. Now, I will say, out of all of the Amouages that I have, I don't know if it's just this particular bottle or what, but it doesn't have as strong as a spray as my other ones. Still sprays really strong, just not as quite as powerful as my other ones. No, let's go ahead. Oh, man, this is so good. Oh my God, okay. Okay, so this is not for the faint of heart by any means. This is definitely niche. Like, now when I say that, obviously we know niche is, you know, very luxurious sometimes and just very non-mainstream. This is the definition of that. This is luxurious, this is quality, this is just high-end, but it's very non-mainstream. This is not for everyone. This is for people who have come to really enjoy the art of perfuming and who enjoy not smelling like everybody else. You know, if you're wanting to smell just like, you know, Joe Blow on the street wearing Versace and Dolce & Gabbanas and stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that, this is not for you. But if you want to take a step up and smell different, smell unique, smell very niche, this is gonna do it for you. So in the opening, what you get is this beautiful, beautiful mint and orange blossom. Like, oh man, this orange citrusy blossom, floral almost quality with this just spectacular mint that comes forth. It's so good. And then you get moss, ivory, and patchouli. Oh man. So I'll go ahead and leave some of the notes up here for you guys to check out. So as you can see, there is orange blossom, there's vetiver, mint, patchouli, myrrh, and then I didn't see any incense on that, I don't think, but oh man, almost has an incensey vibe. So now with this fragrance, this is a very unique fragrance. So even though it says Beach Hut and it does have a refreshing mint quality to it, I would not wear this in like the dead heat of summer. At least here in Missouri, it gets very hot and very humid, very sticky. I think that this would be a little too much for that high heat weather. But starting off into the early summer, spring, this would be just fantastic. When you're getting into like the 80-degree days where it's not super humid, you get kind of a warm breeze going, man, this would be fantastic. But here in Missouri, it gets up to like 90, almost 100. Sometimes I'm actually gonna get up to 112. So, I mean, it does get pretty hot here. But adding that humidity on there, it's just gonna feel thick and just heavy almost. So I definitely wouldn't wear it in that. But this early spring, early summer, or sorry, all through spring, early summer, and then fall, and even winter, man, this is absolutely stellar. So I have worn this to work a couple times, and it's, you know, winter time, so I've only had it in the winter, and this cuts through that cooler air like a champ. So I would say seasons to really wear this, it's definitely going to be everything except for like just the dead heat of summer, unless, you know, you don't have high humidity and high heat. That's just my own personal opinion. It's very hard to find something here in Missouri, southern Missouri, where it gets, it's light and crisp enough to where you can wear it in the high heat. And that's where, like, you know, like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, Mont Blanc Star Walker, stuff like that really comes into play. But this, all year round except for dead heat of the summer. Now, this one, it is definitely, I don't want to say a compliment getter in the sense that everyone's gonna love it, but you will get noticed with this. Now, I've worn this to work a couple times, and I have gotten, I don't want to say compliments, but they say, you smell nice, I just don't know if I like it. And I'm like, well, how, if I smell nice, wouldn't you like it? And they're like, well, it's not a bad scent, but I actually, you know, don't love it. So it's kind of right in the middle. Me, I absolutely love this. But for the average, you know, person just going to work, you know, none of my coworkers really know anything about fragrances. They, you know, they wear, you know, whatever, you know, Dolce's and Versace, stuff like that, which all smell great. But this is definitely so good. Anyways, this is definitely not your run-of-the-mill, just ordinary fragrance. So for them to say that it does smell nice, but you know, they're not 100% in love with it, that's probably the majority of what you're gonna get out of this from the average ordinary person. But there are those people who do enjoy the different type fragrances. So, you know, when I showed this to my cousin Chad, who was here visiting from California, and my sister-in-law, even my wife, you know, since she's kind of got more used to the niche stuff, she says that she likes it. They all said they like it, and they said that it's like nothing they've ever smelled before. My grandma, whenever she smelled this the other day, she said that she liked it. It's just super different and super unique. So that's kind of the compliment you're probably going to get. This isn't just a, like I said, compliment go-getter. Now, this does last and project forever. I wore this to work, it was last Monday, and I got easily 18 hours off of this, and it projected like a beast. I walked by people, we have to wear masks in the office and on the floor, and people were saying they could smell me, you know, got those almost compliments, if you will, and excuse me, they said they could smell it very strongly. So this does project and push out and last forever. So keep that in mind. I would go with maybe, you know, 3 sprays tops with this, and that's kind of the Amouage rule, really. I mean, any Amouage that I've had, you only do 2 or 3 sprays, except for Reflection Man. That's just because it's super light. But I digress. Occasions to wear this. This one actually, this is where I find trouble with it because it's such a unique fragrance and it's super niche that I don't really have too many occasions to where I think that you're, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna reach for that. Except I think if you're in those more formal attires, if you're going for, you know, like a dress dinner or like a, maybe even a wedding, you know, stuff like that where it's a little bit more formal, you know, maybe like a business office meeting, this could definitely pull it off because it does have a little bit of a mature vibe to it, which I think is where that moss and that myrrh and ivory kind of come into play. It has a little bit of a mature smell to it. So definitely could be more of a business office, you know, meeting type scent, as well as like a formal dinner, places like that. So yeah, that's whenever I would really say that this shines. So I can't help but sniff this. This is a very addictive scent because it's super unique, you know what I mean? Like there's not anything that really smells like this. Okay, so now as far as yeah, I guess that's kind of it, really. I mean, I can't really think of anything else to go over. I mean, honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 on the quality side and how well it's blended. You know, you get the orange, you get the mint, you get the moss and the dry down, you get the ivory, the patchouli, kind of that earthy patchouli, and man, it's just blended super well. It's well crafted, just like all Amouages. So on a perfume scale, I give it a 10 out of 10. On a likeness scale, for me, myself, I give this a 9 out of 10. But for just the average everyday person, I would probably give this more around a 6 or a 7, not because it smells bad, but it's just super unique. There's not really anything that smells like this. So if you guys are wanting, sorry, okay, last time smelling it. If you guys are wanting something that's different, not run of the mill, that's gonna give you something unique, definitely check this out. If you guys like, you know, kind of a mature, earthy, citrusy, minty kind of smell, definitely check this out. Get you a sample of it first. I wouldn't blind buy this. I don't think it's blind buy safe, unlike me. Like I blind bought it. Technically, I did smell the, you know, one that Kevin had from Central Obsessions, and it was very close, and so it kind of gave me an idea, and I just went ahead and pulled the trigger. So, but definitely, if you never smelled anything like this, definitely get a sample. So, all right, guys, well, that's about it for this video, but I do want to give you kind of a cool little update on some stuff. I've been getting some really good different fragrances in. Really excited to bring this to you, just to kind of give you a sneak peek at what's to come. I did get a vintage bottle of Erolfa. This is, oh man, this stuff is so amazing. And there was only 2 comments in the section on this whenever I told you guys about this, whether to open it or not. Only 2 people commented, and they were both yes. So I went ahead, boom, I went ahead and opened it. Creed Aventus 10th anniversary. It has not been sprayed yet, so I'm saving that for the review. I'm saving it for the video. So really excited to bring this to you guys. I can kind of smell it through the cap just a little bit. You know, it smells like Aventus, but I'm really excited to dive into it. Has not been sprayed yet, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And then this one I'm not going to do a review on, but I've been looking for this for literally ever, probably the past like 7 months or so. I saw this popping up on fragrance channels all over and said, this is super amazing. You got to get your hands on it. It's been discontinued. Now, you're probably going to laugh when you see this if you're still here with me, but guys, I got this for like $3, and honestly, if you're just running some errands and it's cold outside, this stuff right here, I cannot believe I'm showing this on my channel, but Axe, this is Gold Oud Wood and Dark Vanilla. Guys, I'm telling you, for a body spray, which I don't really ever recommend, this stuff is amazing. I've gotten so many compliments on this. Just going to Walmart or the gas station, just, you know, do a quick little spray, and man, it works wonders. So it honestly smells just like it sounds. Oud Wood and Dark Vanilla, that's what you get. So if you guys haven't got this, get your hands on it. I got this at Marshall's for like $3. Wouldn't pay anything more than that, obviously. It's Axe, but super excited about this. So, all right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Guys, thank you so very much for tuning in with me. If you guys, like I said, have been on the channel for a while, thank you so much. If you guys are new, welcome to the fragrance family. And as I always say, remember, if you love it, wear it.